India has rolled out its official counter-terrorism policy to outline exactly how it will deal with any future terrorist act. The Ministry of Home Affairs is introducing the PRAAR framework to replace theoretical guidelines with strict operational mandates across all levels of national security. The most significant change introduced by the PRAAR policy will be the mandatory creation of a uniform anti-terror grid. This interconnected system will link central intelligence databases directly to district-level law enforcement consoles in real time. In practical terms, local police stations will be fully equipped with specialized combat gear and advanced communication arrays. They will be trained to act as heavily armed immediate first responders during any terror incident. They will be consistently backed by specialized state counter-terror units and elite national forces like the National Security Guard. Once an active combat operation concludes, the National Investigation Agency will automatically assume total administrative control over the crime scene and the subsequent investigation. This immediate handover will guarantee high conviction rates and will prevent any bureaucratic or jurisdictional disputes from derailing the legal process. On the actual ground, security personnel will no longer just wait and react to militant strikes. The doctrine will enforce a relentless, proactive mandate to physically dismantle the entire logistical ecosystem that allows terrorism to survive. Forces will actively identify and neutralize overground worker networks through predictive policing models. They will physically trace illegal arms supply routes and will completely choke terror financing channels using new financial tracking software. Border management will undergo a massive physical overhaul. This will include the widespread deployment of advanced thermal surveillance equipment, ground sensors, and automated anti-drone technologies across land, sea, and airspace. Law enforcement agencies will also receive heavily upgraded digital forensic labs. These dedicated cyber units will allow operators to continuously monitor the dark web and trace encrypted cryptocurrency transactions used for cross-border terror funding. Future combat scenarios will closely mirror the modernized intelligence networks and tactical execution recently witnessed during Operation Traashi 1. In that highly successful operation in the Kishtwar district, a joint force comprising the Indian Army White Knight Corps, the Jammu and Kashmir Police, and the Central Reserve Police Force launched a synchronized offensive. Under the new PRAAR policy, security agencies will routinely pool raw intelligence from various localized human and electronic sources to track embedded terror modules. Operations will never again be isolated or siloed. Instead, seamless mandatory intelligence sharing will become the absolute standard before any boots hit the ground or a single shot is fired. Future kinetic operations will prioritize securing the entire surrounding geography to ensure absolute zero civilian casualties before initiating any offensive maneuvers. When intelligence pinpoints a hostile location, such as a traditional mud hut or a deeply concealed forest hideout, joint forces will execute textbook perimeter lockdowns. The tactical execution of these lethal assaults will heavily rely on specialized military hardware and unique assets to minimize risk to human personnel. The deployment of elite canine units will transition from an optional tactic to a strict standard operating procedure for all initial reconnaissance and close-quarters threat detection. The battlefield heroics of the elite 2 Para Special Forces dog, Tyson, during Operation Traashi 1 vividly demonstrate exactly how these specialized assets will be utilized in all upcoming missions. In future engagements, highly trained canine units will be tasked with moving silently ahead of human combatants to visually confirm the exact location and number of militants inside fortified structures. These specialized canine soldiers will charge directly toward the threat and will absorb the most dangerous initial risks. Even if they sustain severe injuries from enemy gunfire, their aggressive forward actions will force entrenched militants to reveal their exact firing positions. This crucial tactical advantage will allow human commandos to engage the target with absolute precision and overwhelming decisive force. The tactical gains from this modernized, forward-looking approach will be immense and measurable. Security forces will be able to consistently recover massive caches of advanced weaponry and eliminate high-value targets with significantly lower casualty rates among their own ranks. By methodically neutralizing notorious terror commanders and physically destroying their logistical hubs, the operational capabilities of cross-border militant organizations will be severely and permanently degraded. The seamless coordination and proactive dismantling of terror networks will become the defining everyday characteristics of India's modernized security apparatus. This comprehensive, aggressive strategy will ensure that any future attempts to revive violence in sensitive border regions will be met with swift, coordinated, and overwhelming systemic force from the moment a threat is detected.